Flags at Atlanta City Hall are flying at half-staff in honor of the victims of the terror attack in New York City. Mayor Kasim Reed also directing our police department to increase security measures at all public events and in our city's most visited places. This comes as we're learning more about yesterday's deadly attacks. Within the last 2 minutes, we learned that federal prosecutors have just filed terrorism charges against Sayfullo Saipov. Police say Saipov drove a truck onto a New York City bike path, killing 8 people. Today, police revealed he planned the attack for weeks and that he appears to have followed instructions ISIS put out on how to carry out a vehicle attack. Fox's Caroline Shively joining us now live from New York with a closer look at today's developments. Caroline?
Hi there, Tom. Officials confirmed the 29-year-old Uzbek immigrant legally entered this country back in 2010 under a diversity visa program.
It appears that Mr. Saipov had been planning this for a number of weeks. He did this in the name of ISIS.
Investigators learning all they can about Sayfullo Saipov, accused of renting a truck in New Jersey Tuesday and driving it down a popular New York City bike trail for nearly a mile, running into people, killing and injuring many.
He appears to have followed almost exactly to a T the instructions that ISIS has put out in its social media channels before, with instructions to their followers on how to carry out such an attack.
Police say they have interviewed Saipov, who is in the hospital after police shot him, ending his rampage. The suspect reportedly bragging about the attack. New York's governor says Saipov was radicalized in the U.S.
I believe we would consider this person to be an enemy combatant.
Saipov had recently been living in Paterson, New Jersey, about 25 miles from the scene. Members of a mosque there are condemning the attack.
Allegedly, he came to this mosque, but nobody here is familiar with this gentleman.
Investigators say the suspect had not been the subject of any previous investigations, but say it appears he had connections to individuals previously investigated by police.
All of America is praying and grieving for the families, and we pledge to renew our resolve and to further investigate this animal who did the attacking.
Authorities say 2 of the victims killed in the attack are from the New York City area. 6 others are not U.S. citizens, and we're just getting word we'll have an update from New York City officials less than 40 minutes from now. Tom, back to you.
Well, Caroline, we heard the White House refer to Saipov as an enemy combatant. President Trump today mentioning Guantanamo Bay. So I guess there are still a lot of questions how this legal process is going to play out over the coming days and weeks.
Yes, and that is the debate happening in Washington now. Could the U.S. send him to Guantanamo Bay as an enemy combatant? Plenty of Republicans on Capitol Hill saying, yes, he is from Uzbekistan. We can send him there. Other lawyers are saying that's not the way to do it. We should get an update on that, though, about 30 minutes from now, Tom.
All right, Caroline Shively live for us in New York tonight. Caroline, thanks. Sine?